Greetings everyone and welcome back to another Top 5 Friday. This week we're talking about games that need their own web series, at least in my opinion. If you didn't see, we had Felicia Day on Gamer Nation a little while ago and she talked about her role in Dragon Age Redemption, a web series that was really good, and it got me thinking, what other games deserve to have a web series based around them? So here we go.
5.
Number 5 on the list is a brand new game that's not only a ton of fun to play, but also gives a fresh take on a traditional zombie game, which was desperately needed. The Last of Us is a game that will make you fear other survivors just as much as the creepy, blind, fungally infected clickers that roam around the game world. And I think it would be great to see some of the stories of the other survivors of this world done in a web series format. You don't need to focus on Ellie and Joel, show us what's happening in other parts of the country, or even how the crisis started, and I'll be happy. Get on it, amateur filmmakers.
4.
Number 4 on my list is a pair of games that had some fantastic writing and some very memorable characters. I'm talking about the Borderlands games. And honestly, what I'd like to see out of a Borderlands web series is the adventures of Sir Hammerlock, where he wanders around Pandora, encountering weird creatures and names them hilarious things and talks in that funny accent, kind of like the boner fart mission from Borderlands 2. I want to see extended that. Hammerlock is definitely my favorite character in the Borderlands universe, and I think he deserves his own web series.
3.
Number 3 on my list is HalfLife. Let's face it, we may have to wait another 100 billion years before we get Half-Life 3, Gabe. But at least we could enjoy some more headcrab-filled action in a web series, and there are a bunch of possibilities. We could follow one of the guys from Opposing Force who first got on the scene at the Black Mesa incident. The series could focus on the events that happened while Gordon Freeman was in stasis, or, and I think this would be the best option, we follow Shell from Portal after she escapes Aperture Labs and is running around with a portal gun. After all, Half-Life and Portal do take place in the same universe. Whoever made this web series would probably need a pretty hefty budget for the aliens and portal gun effects, but hey, that's what Kickstarter is for, right?
2.
Number 2 on the list is a game that I think is really ripe for a web series, Mass Effect. Players really get attached to their Mass Effect characters, and for good reason. They're well-written characters in a massive and detailed universe, and I think most importantly, you get to make dialogue decisions that actually affect the game. So, my idea for a Mass Effect web series is this. Make a choose-your-own-adventure web series. Every episode ends with a decision wheel coming up, and then the viewers vote on which option to pick. Then the next episode follows the decision made by the viewers. These should be all new decisions as well. Let's not recycle things we've already seen, and let's get some new characters too. We can have drop-ins from the Normandy crew, but mainly I think it should focus on characters we haven't seen yet. It's a pretty awesome idea, right? The choose-your-own-adventure thing? Well, you can have it, web series makers. Just make sure in the credits it says, Idea by Lasercorn.
1.
And number 1 on my list, and I may catch some flack for this, but I gotta go with Dishonored. I really like the Dishonored universe and want to see more of it, and since there's currently no plans for a sequel, I think the best way to go about it would be in a web series. I'm really interested in the Outsider, the character that is the source of Corvo's power in Dishonored, and I'd love to see a game that had a character investigating the origins and motives of the Outsider. Also, I'd like to see more of the weird creatures that live in this world. We only got a glimpse of a few of them, and I overheard at least one conversation about winged servants that were spotted by sailors, but never appeared in the game. And if you read the various books scattered around Dunwall, you realize this is a really well-developed world with a great backstory that needs exploring, and a web series is the perfect format for that. Alright guys, that's it. That's my top 5 list for this week. Let us know what games you think deserve their own web series in the comments below, and also go ahead and suggest any top 5 topics you'd like to see us cover. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.